I went to the pursuit of truth. So it's a quick one. I was watching a film, and it had some, I don't know if it was Italian or Spanish speaking parts in it, and it made me think about the how difficult it is to, you have to change your mouth to pronounce different things, and it just made me think about the things I talk about on here when I talk about humanity being one, and like the divisions that we set up with countries and different names. And I suspect people may struggle to get their head around that because they've been brought up or programmed to see their country and to be patriotic and to be a citizen of that country, and not see themselves outside of that circle, much like with family. So they don't see themselves as human beings and their responsibilities to each other, no matter where they're born, no matter what name or title or tag they've been given. So it just made me think about that when I was thinking that no child is born with a nationality, no child is born with a language. And it just made me think, and I just wanted to get that point across, just think about that, the idea that every baby that's born is born without all these things. It's us that give these things to them. We give them their tongue, as it were, their mother tongue. They don't come with a mother tongue. We give them their name as well. They don't even come with a name. They come fresh with nothing. Maybe there are some genetic things. There are some things that, this nature versus nurture argument's been ongoing. They may pick up certain things. But a lot of it is what we train them to do over and over again. And we don't really notice as we're doing this because we're just bringing up children. But that's what we're doing. We're teaching them a language. So, if they're born in Spain, they know Spanish or Espanol. If they're born in, China, they know Cantonese. Or if they're born in England, they know English. And then they're bound by these things. That puts them in that little circle, the same as their culture and their heritage and their history and their past and their patriotism, can't even say it, is all taught to them as well. The thing is, once you've got to that stage where it's all been done, and then I'm asking you to look back and see, wait a minute, when you started, you have none of this. Every child was equal to every other child. Every other child, they were exactly the same. They weren't born to be this way speaking or that way speaking or this way thinking. We taught them that. They had no choice in that matter. And so therefore then it's a bit like making robots, really, isn't it? By making computers, we gave them those instructions, those teachings, and now they're going to pass them on. It just made me think about this idea of that, like this, to try and get this concept across, because I'm sure people struggle with it because they're locked within this, I'm British, I'm American, I'm Chinese, I'm Russian, my country's better than yours, and why should I look out for you? Why should I have people come from your country to my country? Forgetting that we're all born on this place that we don't really know too much about, that we're still learning about, we don't even know why we're here. And for obvious reasons, we've had to give things names and had to create a system for ourselves to be able to live in the best way that we possibly could. That's not saying that it's the best way or the only way, but we need to, the thing is, when we teach children these things ourselves, and as parents and as teachers, we don't teach them that the way I'm teaching you. They're taught with certainty, like this is a lion, this is a tiger, this is the planet Earth, this is that, this is the school, this is the system, this is what you must do, you must listen to me, you must suck all this information in and write a test and become what I'm teaching you. This is it, without the level of uncertainty, because we don't really know why we're here. We don't know all these things. The things we've given everything names, but we forget to teach this to kids. And of course, that's a big difference, because that makes you think that, well, there is certainty, that's exactly how it is. Well, it isn't. You'll know more English or Russian or Scottish or Irish or Chinese or than anything. This is a man-made construct that we've given you to be able to just have a way of living. And the problem is with it is taking away the idea that the very first thing that we all were babies, and that we're all human beings, and we had no language, we had no things to divide us. We were all equal at that stage. There was no power differences, nothing, no differences that can be made by structure or money and all that kind of stuff. That came afterwards because of the situation of the roll of the dice that we were born within, that we were born here, we were born there, because unfortunately we haven't kept this planet equal. We haven't kept these human beings equal. We've divided everything up, and we've left bits unnurtured and bits nurtured. But yeah, I think if you think about that very first concept, is when a baby is born, it's not born with nationality. It's not born with a language. It's not born with anything. We teach it that. So why are we teaching these things that are limiting us? Why are we teaching these things that are dividing us? When we're talking about inclusivity and diversity and all that kind of stuff, why are we training children to be this when we're so much more, when we're all human beings? That's what we should be teaching them. And yeah, there can be differences and stuff, but we need to make it aware that first you're humans. And this idea of patriotism should be to humanity, not to a little border that someone 1,000 years made. 1,000 years ago, someone divided this bit up and said, this is England, or this is Scotland, this is Wales, this is Africa, this is Asia, this is the Middle East, this is Saudi Arabia, this is China, this is Russia, this is America. These were people thousands of years ago that wanted to possess things, wanted to own things away from other human beings. We don't have to be like that anymore. Why are we teaching our children these divisive things still? Anyway, that's what I just wanted to talk about. Take care, take it easy, God bless, and peace.